How many times have you compared yourself with others? And how many times, after comparing, you have felt very bad about yourself? Hi, this is Nandakumar, your wellness mentor, and welcome to this next episode of Manas. I'm going to speak about comparison today. And comparison is something which has always happened to us from the time we were children. Our parents started it for us, and they compared you with your neighbor or your classmates, and they saw what marks you got, how much marks they got, and how much marks you got, and did you score well in sports, or they scored well, did you become first, they came second. And I had this experience of my parents also comparing me. I had an elder sister, so I used to always be compared with her, and I had my classmates with whom I used to be compared. And if at all, if my marks were better than their marks, then I don't get scoldings at home. But if my marks were lesser than their marks, then I get scolded at. So this comparison, what happens from early childhood, continues, and it doesn't stop there. Even once we go to college, there is comparison. We start comparing ourselves, and then as we become adults too, this comparison doesn't stop. Now, what has happened during this lockdown time? One thing what I have noticed with many people who come to me is that since they are alone at home and they don't have anything much to do in terms of their work, if at all they are not having much of work, and because of the lockdown, they are coming to terms with their own thoughts. And all the while, all these years, they have been very, very busy with their work. They have been busy with their household works. They have been busy taking care of their children, and they have been busy taking care of their office work. They have never actually spent time with themselves. But because of the lockdown and because of the surplus time available, they are facing their own thoughts. And one thing which I see tremendously bad happening is comparison. So they start evaluating their life, they start comparing their life with how it has been with others. And I see many people getting into depression and coming to me for counseling. So the problem here is that either they think that they have not done well in life, and because of which they feel bad about it, or they have not done good for their children, and they feel that I should have done something more and better for my children, and maybe I didn't do my role as a parent properly. Again, because of peer comparisons. Now, this is putting a lot of pressure on people. This is making them stressed, and many of them are getting into depression. Please know one thing. Comparison will steal the joy from your life. However, whatever, big or small you compare, comparison will steal the joy from your life. It's a thief of joy. When you compare, what you're actually doing is, there will always be somebody who's better than you, and what you are doing is actually focusing on your weakness and completely forgetting on your strengths. So, is it going to help you? It is not at all going to help you. We are all unique beings, and we have been made differently. We have a path which is different. Our journey is different. And so, if we compare with other people, and today one of the major problems is with social media, and when you see Facebook or Instagram or any of these posts where people do, they put only the nice side of their life. And if you start thinking that, see, these people are living a very happy life and only me, poor me, I am only suffering, or I am only having all these problems, again, that's not true. And here, there is one data which says more women tend to compare more than men. And many cases, the problems also which comes to me, many of the patients who come to me, I don't call them patients, but many of them who come to me are women. The comparison is a very, very big monster which will eat your life, the joy and happiness of your life. And there is no end to comparing. So how can you stop doing this? The first thing what you need to do is to become aware that you are doing this process. You must become aware that your mind is going into this journey of comparison. And 90% of the time, you are thinking about the past and you are comparing. When you think of comparison, it's always about something which has happened, which already existed, which has already happened. And so when your mind is going into the past and the feelings about the past are negative, you are going to be in pain. So this is not good. So the first thing to know is that, yes, I am getting into this pain quadrant and I should not be getting there. And so you need to stop yourself from doing that. The second important thing you need to know is that understand that we are unique beings. My life journey is different from your life journey, and there is no comparison needed at all in life. One way to look at it in a different manner is, can I look at these people with whom I'm comparing as my role models? If they have done something better than me, can I take a straw out of their life? Can I take a leaf out of their life and see if what is that I need to do in order to become better? So instead of comparing yourself with others, why don't you compare yourself with yourself and see how you have been better than yesterday, how you have been better than last week, how you have been better than last month, and how you have been better than last year. That's a much better way of comparison. You're doing it. So you are only competing with yourself. And what will this do to you? This will help you have better focus on your goals. This will help you to sharpen your focus, sharpen your goals, and it will align you to your goals. It will help you to strengthen your internal system, and it will create a lot of what you call a self-importance to you. So you're giving value to yourself than giving value to others. So in order to break this comparison trap, you definitely have to do a few things. So first, as I said, is awareness. The second is about stopping yourself when you're comparing. The third important thing is to know that you are unique and different, and you start comparing with yourself than comparing with others. The fourth important thing is be thankful and count your blessings. See, there are so many things in life which you have, but you're talking about the have-nots. Today we are seeing that because of the pandemic and the corona situation, we are seeing that friends who were there with us yesterday are not there with us today. What are you going to compare them? Our life, this life what we have today, the fact that we are living is much more important than anything else. So please look at having a attitude of gratitude. A gratitude aspect of life is very, very important. Look at how you can be thankful to what you have in life. Start writing a gratitude journal. Write 3 things you are happy about every day before you go to bed. Write 3 things you are thankful for. Then that will actually create an attitude of gratitude inside you, and that will give you more confidence and strength to face life. And one more bonus what you will get is that you will actually kill your fears in life if you are building the energy of gratitude inside you. So you will focus on your strength, and when you don't compare with others, you compare with yourself. You start focusing on your strengths. So you will know that I have these imperfections and I need to work on these imperfections, but you're not bogged down by those imperfections. So that's a much better way of handling your life. The journey is definitely more important than the end. We have heard many people tell this. So how we live our life is more important than comparing it with other people. There will always be somebody better. Please remember that. There will always be somebody better. And if you get into the slot of saying, I am not enough, that I am not enough program which gets into use only because you are comparing with others. But if you are able to convert that I am not enough program into I am enough program, whatever limitations I have, whatever strengths I have, I accept it wholeheartedly, and let me start moving from here. Let me leverage on my strengths and let me work on my weaknesses. So there's fantastic saying, every day in every way I am getting better and better. And that's a wonderful affirmation to have. So every day in every way, am I becoming better than what I was yesterday? Am I better as a father? Am I better as a brother? Am I better in the role as an employee in an organization? Am I better as an employer in my organization if I am running a company? Am I becoming better in every role that I play? Am I a better friend? Am I a better brother? Am I a better sister? So if I am looking at that aspect, every day in every way, I am getting better and better. If you have this mantra in your life, and if you are able to live with this mantra, you will stop comparing yourself with others, and you will start living for yourself. And when you do that, you will bring back the joy and happiness in your life. Remember that joy and happiness means disease-free life, and sadness and depression means disease-filled life. So instead of thinking of I, which is illness, think of WV, which is wellness. Thank you so much. Until we meet in the next episode, do remember to subscribe to this channel and also like and share it with your friends. This is your Nandakumar, your wellness mentor, signing off. Thank you and bye-bye.